Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. Hope you guys are having a wonderful Valentine's Day. Today I bring you guys a mukbang. I'll be eating TgiFridays and I'm going to tell you guys what I ordered from TgiFridays. I ordered online. I just went to the restaurant to pick it up. I got a small Caesar salad. I was wanting the bread instead of the croutons, but I guess they decided to give me croutons instead of bread. I don't like croutons. Here I have a chicken and shrimp fettuccine alfredo. Smells so good. And then I got an appetizer, which was buffalo wings with some celery, and it came with a side of ranch. And I also have a dessert that's in the refrigerator that I got for free. If you order online and put in the code, it's on the website. Put in the code VIDA, you get a free dessert. So I'm going to eat. It's like really cheesy. I totally forgot that they put bacon on here. So I'm just gonna have to suck it up. I hate bacon. Even if I were to take the bacon off of it, my meal will still taste like bacon. So if you guys are alone on Valentine's Day, don't worry. We can definitely keep each other company. But this is really super cheesy. This is kind of like my gift to myself. I really wasn't going to do anything for Valentine's Day because, like, I never really do. But then, like I said, what the heck? I'll just order me some food and make a video. This little shrimp right there. It has a tail on. This might get messy, you guys, so. I'm gonna warm this up a little bit. It got a little cold. And then I'll be right back. Okay, so I wanted to make sure it got super hot because with all this cheese, with it being cold, it clumps up really, really easily. And okay, you see that? It's been a long time since I had fettuccine alfredo. So when I got there, when I decided to order online, my anxiety, like, I was already feeling my anxiety because me knowing I have to, like, go inside the restaurant, especially with it being on Valentine's Day, I knew it would be, like, really, really busy inside. So I go in, probably need a knife or something. I go in and there's people waiting and I'm just like waiting around, you know, try not to seem so awkward. And then the waitress had them came to seat them. So then I was just like there waiting. And then she came back and she was like, for one, I said, oh, I have a pickup order. And she was like, oh, okay, you just like go to the bar. And I was like, okay. So I went to the bar. And I'm just like sitting down waiting, whatever. And the guy was like, hey, how are you? I was like, I have a pickup order. He's like, okay, what's your last name? I said, Bellamy. So he went to go to get my order, right? So he brought a bag and confirmed the last name. I said, no, that's not mine. He was like, oh, I didn't see anything else back there. I was like, so I showed him the email confirmation. And there was this other guy that was next to him. He was like, the guy was like, what's his store number? And I was like thinking to myself, listen, if I'm gonna order food from somewhere, I'm gonna know which location it is. Like, obviously, I'm not gonna like order food in an entirely different location. So the guy beside him was like, yeah, man, I packed that. And the other guy was like, oh, I didn't see anywhere. So I'm just like, you know, thinking like, of course something with me goes wrong. So I was waiting again for them to like find it. And the guy came back out. He was like, oh, here it is. I'm so sorry. It was with the Grubhub orders. And I was like, oh, that's fine. That's fine. I mean, TgiFridays is just right in the vicinity of where I work. So obviously I'm going to choose that TgiFridays. Like, you know. He made me feeling like I was making a mistake. Like I made a mistake, you know. So I guess I can tell you guys a story time of like, I don't know, the first boyfriend that I had, I guess. The thing is, I've never celebrated Valentine's Day. Even with my ex of 6 years, he wasn't into it. Therefore, I wasn't into it. But I'm so into it. So if you have someone that goes all out for you on Valentine's Day, you have a good one. The thing is, like, I'm a romantic at heart. I'm a romantic at heart. I'm lovey-dovey and corny and cheesy. You know? It's really hard to find a partner that's the same way. It's really hard to find a romantic. You know, like old school romantic. It's like slowly, it's like people don't know how to do it right. anymore, you know? So I just never came across anyone that was a romantic like me and loved Valentine's Day and all that stuff. Just like if you are a person that wants to get married, right? You want to find someone that wants the same thing as you. Would you really be with someone who doesn't want to get married or have kids? You know. In the past, like, I've just settled. You know, knowing that my wants were never going to get met. And I don't want to ever have to settle again, you know? So if I have to be single until I find that person that wants the same thing I want, so be it. If I never find someone that wants the same things that I want and I'm single for the rest of my life, so be it. Yeah, it sucks because loneliness feels like it's killing you, and for me, I've always had somebody, and for me to go this long being single, I commend myself. I really do, because I never really thought that I could do that, you know. But don't get me wrong, it's been hard. But the very first boyfriend that I had, I met through a high school friend of mine when I was in high school. Like, we were like all in high school still. And like, my mom, like, she worked from like 2 till like 3 a.m. So when me and my sister would get home, we had like the whole house to ourselves, like, for hours, you know, for hours. So I would make plans with friends, you know. They would come pick me up. We'd be out all hours of the night. And as long as I'm back before my mom is home, it's fine. So me and my friend and her boyfriend, we all plan to hang out, whatever. So they pull up into the driveway, and I'm just like waiting. I had no idea that they had another guy there, you know, like a friend of a friend of my friend's boyfriend. So, you know, it was like, they like introduced us and stuff like that. And we just went out and like drank alcohol and just hung out somewhere and got pizza. We were just like found a very quiet spot, just parked the car. We just like hung out and drank whatever. Kind of like when you see in movies, you know, like kids like hanging out just in a rare spot, you know. So that was the first time we hung out. The second time we hung out, I got in a car with like my friend, I'm gonna call her Jamie, my friend Jamie, and her boyfriend. They got in the car. Actually, no, back up. Jamie stayed in the car, but Jamie's boyfriend and the guy that was with us again got in the car. And I was like saying, like, what's going on here? Like, why do they just get out the car? No, this was still like in my driveway. The second time we hung out, all this was going on. We were still in the driveway. So she turned around and said, because she was in the front seat, she turned around and said, James likes, like, his name was James. James likes you, and he's trying to figure out like how to tell you. And I was just like, wait, what? Like, I was just like, wait, what? So she was like, yeah, act cool, whatever. And I was just like, okay. So they got back in the car, and I was just like trying to act cool, trying not to act like, oh, I know, you know what I mean? I know the tea, you know? So on our way to wherever we were going, I forget, he started talking to me in the back seat, and, you know, we was hitting it off and stuff like that. So we was hitting it off, you know, I like his personality and stuff like that, you know, we started to feel a connection. And so whenever we got to where we were going, I forget exactly where it was, but it was definitely in a place where like there's not a lot of people around, you know, because like I'm from Alabama, so I live in the country, so it's like land and stuff like that. It's very quiet, so it's not like busy in a lot of places. And it's like we was like drinking again and stuff like that, and like we just like, me and him just full blown out made out in the backseat, like full blown made out in the backseat. And I've never like had that sort of relationship ever in my life. Like I never thought like the guy could like me, you know. I was just so quiet, and I was just like so to myself, and I was just such an introvert. I'm still an introvert, and I felt bad. I felt like a rebel. I felt, because for one, I was with my friends when I wasn't supposed to be. I was supposed to be at home, you know. And two, I'm drinking before the age of 21, and I'm making out with a guy in the backseat of a car. Don't judge me. Okay, so from that point on, we talked on the phone and hung out and stuff like that. I even met his dad. It was so weird. I met his dad. I met his mom. Oh my god. Like, it was so weird. Like, I move fast when it comes to relationships. I try not to, but I do. Something happened. It was a weekend, and the phone rang, and my mom answered it, and they gave it to me, and it was his mom, and she was like, "Have you seen James?" And I was like, "No, not since the other day when we hung out, whatever." And I started to get worried because I'm like, wait, what do you mean have I seen James? Like, not since the day that day we hung out, like, you know. So I haven't heard from him either. Like, I was wondering why, you know. I was young at this time, okay. So I was very vulnerable, and I was just like, you know, waiting by the phone for the guy to call, you know, the usual thing that girls do. And like, it wasn't until a few days later. Like, at this point, I'm thinking, okay, we're not together anymore because I haven't talked to him in so many days. And a few days later, friend Jamie called me, and she was like, "Have you heard about James?" I was like, "No." And she was like, "He's in jail." And I was like, "Wait, what? He's in jail?" And she was like, "Yeah." Like, why? And she was like, "Armed robbery." And I was like, what? I laugh about this now, but at the time it wasn't funny. Because he was very tatted. I love a tatted guy. Oh. Guys with tattoos just gets to me. I love it. He was a very tatted guy. I was like, armed robbery, whatever. So at that point, I knew I just gotta move on. We're not gonna be together because he's facing serious charges and stuff. And my mom didn't know anything that was going on in my life. She didn't know anything that was going on in my life, who I was seeing, dating, kissing, whatever. She didn't even know I was even drinking at that age. So I kept my life really, really private, as I do. Now I keep things in my life private. Well, some things, obviously, except for the things I share with you guys. But one evening I thought I was doing homework, I believe, and I got a call, and it said, "This is a collect call from James from the Russell County Correction Center." I was just like, you know. So the first thing that I asked him was, "What were you thinking?" Like, and then so I was upset because I thought we was hanging off. I thought like we was wanting to like be together, and you get your butt locked up to the point where we can't even be together. Like, you just really did that. So let me try these wings. I totally forgot about these. So as we were talking, I guess, you know, we decided to like try to stay together, and you know, oh, this is blue cheese. I thought this was ranch. We decided to stay together and work it out somehow, you know. So I was a pretty naive person back then too. So across the street, I would go to my neighbor's house because she would pay me to do chores for her, you know. She's like in her 60s or 70s. So every weekend, I would, you know, vacuum her living room, you know, do something, do yard work. You know, she would pay me like $40. So the money that I earned from doing that went to James's books. I know, right? Don't judge me. So eventually, it got hard for me to, you know, still want to be with him being in jail, because I was wanting that physicalness, that, you know, one-on-one and stuff like that. So I started to express to him how it was hard for me, because at that particular moment in time, I was like other guys were just like into me, but I would be like, no, I have a boyfriend, but it's like, but do I really have a boyfriend? You know what I mean? Like, do I really? So it's kind of hard, you know. So we decided to like break up because it was just not working. But then we continued to like write to each other all the time. I had like 4 shoe boxes full of his letters. I wish I would have kept them. Oh my god, I wish I would have kept these letters, because they were like overflowing in the shoe boxes. We wrote each other all the time. So the more we talked through letters and stuff, the more like, I don't know, we decided, the more we just like missed each other. So for some odd reason, we decided to get back together. I don't know like how that really happened. And then like, he was in jail for a long time. So when I was in college, I was going to a community college at this time, making straight A's, you know. I would drive my mom's car to school, but on days where he had visitations, I wouldn't go to school. I would go to see him in jail. And see, if I was failing my classes, I could do that, because I would never jeopardize like my grades to see a guy. But I was making like, I had an A-net class, so I was just like, okay, if I miss a few days, it'll be fine. So I remember coming back to school just in time for my microeconomics class. Well, that day that I visited him, he presented me with a ring, an engagement ring. My eye just popped out my head. Like, what? So, we were engaged for a while, right? Honestly, at that time, I didn't know what, well, I knew engagement meant, but I really had no idea, because like, I was just so like more into the fact that I'm engaged. I was like more into the moment. But his mom even like came to pick me up from my house because we need to go to the jewelers to get my ring resized. And I would talk to his mom on the phone all the time. Like, it was weird because like okay, so I can have those kind of relationships, those connections with people. Like, if I'm dating your son, like, you and I can have a bond, a friendship, you know. I talked to his mom so much on the phone. It was weird. Like, I felt like I was a part of their family, you know? And I guess, you know, as I progressed in my life, I chased that. I chased having not only a boyfriend, but also a family dynamic, like a positive family dynamic. So, yeah, she would like, I even like had dinner over their house. It was weird. And this was all like, this was literally all going on while my mom's at work. She had no idea. she when she'd come home from work, I'd be in bed. So this chick is tough. So flash forward, you know, we broke up again because he was like being an idiot. We broke up again, and I was no longer engaged, but he didn't ask for his ring back. But come to find out, the ring that he presented me with was meant to be for a girl that turned him down. So he just like presented it to me. I had no idea until he told me. But then at the time, I was like, okay, it's fine. Like, I just accepted it, which was stupid. I know. I've learned a lot over the years. I've learned a lot, you know. And he never asked for the ring back or nothing like that. But it was a really hard breakup because he was like, in his letters, he would like say he's gonna kill himself if, you know, we don't stay together, blah blah blah. And as much as I cared for him, you know, I really worried about him. I would stay up late at night worrying about him because, like, I'm thinking, what if he's trying to kill himself? Now, in present day, I realized that was complete manipulation. So years passed. We had like no contact. I ended up pawning the ring that he gave me. I got a good $50 off of it. We didn't talk for a very long time. I moved on. He moved on. Yeah. But years later, this is back when MySpace was still popping. I decided to look up his name to see what he was up to, where he's at, what he's doing. Lo and behold, his profile picture pops up. So I click on it, his profile, and pictures of him with another girl. They're married, she's pregnant, living in California. I was like, what? I wasn't mad. Years had passed by, we broke up, we moved on. I was just kind of shocked. But also in my mind, I was thinking, that could have been me. It could have been me. I could have been the one in California. So that was the story of my very first boyfriend. My very first boyfriend. Also the story of the first time I got engaged. Obviously now, I don't think that counts. Like if someone asked me, were you ever married or engaged? I would say no, because like we were never really engaged. Like we were, you know, it was like, was it real, I guess? So, I don't know. I think it was at that point where I felt my whole mindset of men and relationships started to go downhill, because my mind was just like damaged. It was like every relationship I've been in since then, since James, has been really damaging to my mental. And now I feel like, when you're like, why put myself through all that, you know? And I'm happy that I'm single still. Like I said before, it sucks sometimes because you want someone there. But I've grown up since then so much. I used to do a lot of rebel bad things back then. Sneaking out, you know, drinking. I was in a phase. Where, well, I'm still very smart in the mouth. I'm very sarcastic still. But, like, I wasn't a bad kid. I was just, like, my mom sheltered us so much that I felt like when I got to this certain age, I was just not having it. You know, just not gonna deal with it anymore. You know. So many times I would ask my sister to come with us, you know, stop being in the house so much, come with us, like mom's at work, like come with us, hang out with us. She would never want to. I'm just like, fine, whatever. My mom sheltered us so much that it came to the point to where every opportunity that was presented to me to hang out with friends, whatever, I took it, no matter what we were doing. I took it. But yeah. I want to know a brief story about you guys' first boyfriend or girlfriend. I don't think I ever had a real relationship. Like a real one. Except for Francesco. But we can't be together, so. But if we could be together, he would be the most wonderful boyfriend ever. Because he shows me through his actions all the time. Alright guys, I'm not full, but I want to get to my dessert. It looks like I haven't even put a dent in my pasta. Ate like 2 wings, kind of, sort of. Ate some of my salad. I want to get into my dessert. So there was no way I could finish all this food. But yeah, so stay tuned for dessert. Okay, so for dessert, I ordered this red velvet cake with like ice cream. It has just little sprinkles on them. And then it has these little Pocky strips looking thing. So I'm not really sure how this is supposed to be assembled, but it's just like, yeah, it's just ice cream. So I'm just gonna do that. I guess it's melted a little bit. Dessert. So I'm gonna take a little bite of this first. Tastes pretty good. The top is like a lemony sort of flavor. Let's take a Pocky stick. I mean, it's good, you know. I just wish I didn't have like so much of the icing on top. I guess I'll put some sprinkles of it, I guess. I never know what I'm doing, ever. Okay, so I'm not gonna eat the top. I'm just gonna eat the bread part. Because when it comes to cake or cookies, I don't care for the icing. I'd rather just eat the bread. I wonder what this stuff is. Got this little, oops, lost one. little pink balls. Oh, they're like Pop Rocks. They're Pop Rocks. Oh my god. That tingle sensation. Cool. I like that. This video will probably be ready to watch after Valentine's Day. Okay, you guys are gonna hate me, but I have to get rid of this icing. It's not doing it for me. If I were to ever like make a cake, I would probably put like a one light, smooth layer of icing, and that's it. This is thick on here. It's so much. And it's so unnecessary. Sorry if I'm complaining so much about my food, but I just don't understand. You know, I should have done the Oreo one, because there was like an Oreo one. Oh, I love Oreo. It's a big cake. I'm not eating for a week after this. For sure. What are you guys' favorite dessert? I like cake, but my number one favorite is cheesecake. I love a good cheesecake. I don't really care for the Cheesecake Factory cheesecakes because that is just like so much. It's overwhelming. I like the cheesecakes you get in the grocery store. Like I forget which ones, but like it's just like a lemon, a plain original one. Those kinds that I like. Now, when me and Francesca went to the Cheesecake Factory, I had the Oreo cheesecake. He had the, I forget what kind he had, but he couldn't finish his. I definitely could have finished mine, but he liked his, and I liked mine. I don't think he took it with him in a to-go box. I think he just left it. I took mine with me to-go box because I love Oreo. It was good. It took me like 3 days to eat it though. I've always wanted to go to Cheesecake Factory just to see what the whole hype is, because I hear people a lot say, "Oh, Cheesecake Factory, cheesecake." I'm like, what is a Cheesecake Factory? I want to go. So I'm really glad that my first Cheesecake Factory experience was with Francesco, because he's like really, really good company. I love his company. If he was in the US right now, I would be spending my Valentine's Day with him for sure. for sure. I really couldn't imagine spending with anyone else. Yeah. And the thing is, when it comes to Francesco, he is the romantic type. This is what frustrates me tenfold. It frustrates me that he's everything and everyone in a relationship, and a boyfriend, and a potential husband. He's literally the entire package. But we can't be together. That's the frustrating part, because he is the romantic. He's such a romantic. Especially when when he was here, we made dinner together. I went to his house. We made dinner there. God, I get so mad so much. No other guy would top Francesco. There's no one guy in this world that could ever top Francesco. We were just so close. Like, he is that guy that could be your best friend and your boyfriend. You know? If I were to date anyone in the future, I would want to date a guy who could be my best friend and my boyfriend. You know? There's not many guys in my life that I consider a best friend and a boyfriend, you know, like at the same time. I mean, my son's father, like, he was just a boyfriend, but I really couldn't really go to him about things. You know, like a best friend. I couldn't do that. Francesco and I would talk about everything. We literally talk about everything. Oh well. Yeah, what can you do? But I definitely feel like I should have chosen the Oreo one. I think I would have enjoyed that a lot more better. How many calories is this thing? Oh my god. I'm definitely fasting for the rest of the week. See, I'm just eating the bread because this icing is just too much. I wanted to try out the Dunkin' Donuts Valentine's Day donuts, but it's filled, and I don't like filled donuts. So I wouldn't have liked it anyway. For the simple fact that it's filled. I don't like filled donuts. Donuts that's filled is just nasty to me. Alright guys, I'm getting quite full. I'm definitely not going to finish those, which is fine. I actually never plan on finishing any of my food. You guys know. I never finish any of my food. But I'm done. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for keeping me company. I hope I kept you guys company. Thank you guys for listening to me. I hope you guys leave this video with something to relate to, I guess. But yeah, the cake was good. The fettuccine, the salad was good. I wasn't really too into the wings, you know. I don't know. I'm a very impulsive person where I just do things and I'm just like, yeah, I don't like it anymore. I don't want to do it anymore. You know, at the time it sounded so good. You know, I wanted to give you guys a mukbang, Valentine's Day mukbang. Keep each other company and stuff like that. You know, so if you like this video, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. And if you're new to my channel, don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell to be notified of my future videos. If you want a YouTube shout out in my next video, all you have to do is comment and or subscribe and you will receive a YouTube shout out in my next video. If you want to follow me on any of my social media, it is listed in the description box down below. It is optional, but if you do, thank you so much. I really, really appreciate it. Hope you guys have a wonderful Valentine's Day. Stay safe. And I will see you guys next time. Bye.